Good morning, YouTube. It's Cheyenne and Adrian, and Brian is down there playing with the blinds to the patio. Okay, this has got to go. Okay. I think I mentioned how I was gonna do another video pretty soon. I think this is pretty fast. This is just gonna be an update on them since they've turned 8 months and what's been going on with them. They turned 8 months on September 10th. They turned 1 September 10th, but they turned 9 months the 10th of May. So, since turning 8 months, they've been crawling. They actually started crawling, and well, let me back up a little bit. Rolling over and sitting up and kind of like lunging forward started between 6 and 7 months. So that's when they started doing all of that. 7.5 months, Brian started crawling. Brian! I would do this when they're napping, but they don't really nap that much anymore. It's like for 15 minutes. But, so yes, Brian started crawling at 7.5 months, and then Adrian followed a week later. So, developmental wise, is that how you say that? I think so. They're on track, I believe. Their doctor never has any concern with that. They weren't premature, I don't believe, because they were born exactly at 9 months, 36 weeks via C-section. And Adrian wants to get down so he could go see what his brother's doing. But I picked him up because he was crying because he wanted to get up here. So, yeah, born at 36 weeks via C-section. So I don't think they were early. I'm pretty sure if I could have gone to 40 weeks, I would have loved to. He didn't come home with me when he was born. He was in the NICU for 3 weeks and 6 days. Brian came home with me right away. Brian was 4 pounds 13 ounces, and that's really small, but you guys have to remember, I was only 98 pounds pre-pregnancy, and at the end of pregnancy, or when I went in to deliver, I was 150 pounds. So I was all baby, and water and placenta. That's all I was. And he was 3 pounds 9 ounces. So very small. I'm a small person. Height-wise, I'm 5'5" average, but weight, I couldn't imagine carrying 2 5-pound babies or 2 7-pound babies. No. So, yeah. But back to them, their way of developing. He's always a week behind, but he gets it. The only thing is that he's not behind with is standing, and he's actually better than Brian at that because he's smaller. So Adrian pulls himself up on just about everything. Brian does too, and Brian's doing it a lot more now, but he was doing it all the time. As soon as he learned how to crawl, he was pulling himself up. That's all he wanted to do. All he wanted to do when he was smaller was like stand on you. Like his grandma, which is his dad's mom, always says, "Get off those poor little legs," because he would always want to stand. So, yeah, they're doing well, I think, I believe. I was going to write this down so I'm not just, like, lingering on. Oh, yes, pacifiers, I know people don't believe in them, but I do. There's 2. Thank goodness Adrian doesn't really care for them. Brian needs his, but I want them to both not be dependent on it by, like, 11 months, because I don't want to see a baby or 1-year walking around putting this in his mouth. I just don't want to see that. Just like, oh, did I scare you? Sorry. Just like I don't want them on the bottle. Hi. Hi. Just like I don't want them on the bottle at 1 either. Well, that's a whole different video. Yeah, it's a whole different video, huh? So, yes, what's next? So since they've been 8 months, they've been crawling. Yeah, crawling, pulling themselves up on things. What else? They are now following each other. So we see it's just like you know, we just see 2 babies crawling around in a line. They go everywhere the other one goes, which I think is really funny. When their dad crack up, they just started doing that. So that's new. Hi, Brian. Hi. I see you. I see you. What else? Schedule wise, we have been on a strict bedtime schedule since they were 5 months old, and it's the best schedule that we could have come up with. It works for us. I'm not saying get your kids on the schedule, or your twins, or even, you know, your only child, or all 5 of your children. It doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna like kind of skim through it. So dinner is always between 7:45 and 8:30. It doesn't take us that long to feed them. That's just the time frame we give ourselves and give them to eat their dinner. They only have vegetables at night. Fruits and stuff are usually like in their oatmeal or for a snack or lunch, but it's strictly vegetables at nighttime. And if the vegetables have fruit in it, like the new beech nut, I believe some of them have fruit in their vegetables, that's fine. But strictly vegetables at night. Then we let them digest their food for about 20 minutes. And then it's bath time. Now, they're babies, so how dirty can they get? They only get a bath every other night. And if they don't get a bath that night, we'll just make sure we wash them up really well from dinner with warm soap and water. So yes, bath is right after dinner, depending on that night, if it's a bath night or not. After bath time, we let them burn off whatever energy they have for 20 minutes, and then it's in bed by 9:30. And kind of late, but you know, a late start means they'll sleep longer. But lately, they haven't been sleeping all that long because they're teething. They have one tooth that's already popped up from the gum, and then one right next to it. And I think because that first tooth is like already come in, then it's not as bad anymore. So they've been doing okay. But still, they had all the not fun signs of teething, runny noses, fever. His fever was the highest, 102.7. Runny noses, fever, restlessness, all that. So to treat that, we've been giving them these baby tablets. They're teething tablets, and then they have tiny cold tablets. So they've been on those. And then, of course, here comes Brian. Say hi. Say hi. And then, of course, they've been on the fever reducer when necessary. But other than that, they've been okay. What's next after schedule? Yeah, so and then they always wake on a good day. They always wake up at 7:30. They've been fussy a little bit, so they've been sleeping in. Since they've been waking up so much, they've been losing sleep, so they sleep in. So it's probably like till 8:30. But a good morning, it's 7:30. They haven't been having that many bottles. They actually cut back on bottles just by their choice. They don't really want the bottles, so breakfast, in the morning when they wake up, they use up a bottle, not anymore. They have oatmeal, and I give them the Gerber oatmeal. Sometimes I put my own fruits in it, like the plain flavor, or sometimes I give them the flavored oatmeal, which is like just strawberries and bananas, or apples and bananas, or sweet potato and apple. They love it all. They're really good eaters. I think Brian has a runny nose. No, he doesn't. It's just some slobber. It's just some slobber, huh? Huh, man? Because you got runny nose because you've teeth and you're getting teeth. So yeah, that's it with that. They're pretty good. They probably take about 3 naps now off the day. Very quick cat naps. They play a lot. I'm not really in their face too much because they have each other, but I give them I squeeze my time in there with them during their play time, just so they don't get so, so when I go back to work or when we leave them, they're not like crying. I know they're gonna, cry for me, of course, but I want them to be somewhat independent. I'm gonna kind of start that kind of early because there's nothing worse in my eye than, a baby that has attachment issues, when it's not that serious. But that's just my opinion. But they're really good at that. They're not fussy when they meet new people. They're Brian here. His personality is very bubbly and just all over the place. Adrian, you want to get down? Adrian here is shy and kind of reserved and serious. So he takes after his dad, I believe. And then Brian takes after me. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so that's kind of how they roll. When meeting new people, they're kind of wait for a second. I love you too. They wait for probably 10 minutes before they warm up to you, and then they're all over you like this. They're really good babies, not because it was mine, but I say all the time, you know, when we go out to eat, they're very good. Hardly cries. They don't ever cry, actually. Yeah, so I just think they're really good babies, huh? They're just really good babies. Yes. Except for right now. I'm going to put you down. What? What? Say hi, brother. Can brother have this? Because he's being kind of fussy. Can I take it? Huh? Are you going to take it? This goes on a lot. This is very real right now. As you can see. That's another thing. They like to push each other's buttons a lot. Adrian does it. Brian does it. They just do it all the time. I don't know why. Watch, watch. There he goes. See? So that's what they do. I can't make this too long because they're going to get fussy. I could tell. It's probably their nap time. In a couple of, probably like another 20 minutes. So, yeah, that's how they're going at 8 months. They're starting to play with their toys. And, you know, their favorite show is like Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Huh, that's a fave. Huh, yeah. Okay, my phone got, I don't know what happened. It was weird. But yeah, that's a fave that happened. They watched Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, I believe. So, starting to play with toys and be interested in things. They love the pool. We introduced them to the pool at 7 months. They love being outside, which I think is great. I want to get them into the water more. And it's good that we have a pool in our complex. And we actually have, and it's not the big pool, it's called a spool. So it's kind of like heated, and it's only 3 feet, and it's not that big. So that's the one we take them to because the other one's way too cold. Even how hot it is, it's too cold. So yeah, what else is new, guys? They upgraded to the big boy stroller, so it's no more car seat snap-in. I was using the baby trend, Snap and Go, which we're probably going to, as soon as they're out of their car seats, and it's time to put them in like a different one and not an infant one, we're going to sell the whole thing, the base, the car seats, and the stroller, because I would hate to buy things separately, so I'm pretty sure there's someone else out there who would prefer the whole set as one, who have twins, and so, you know, I'm not going to sell it for what we got it for, because it's used and stuff, but still, it's in good condition. But that won't probably be until next year. What else? And like I don't know if I mentioned this. No, I did not. They turned 1 in September. Party at my mom's house because my baby shower was at their dad's mom's house, so we're gonna take turns. I'll talk more about that later on in the rest of the year, I guess. That's about it. So this was my quick update that I did for you guys. Like I said, with both boys, I didn't plan on it. Thought they would have been playing or something, but no, they see mommy had time to herself, so they plotted, and this is what happens. So yes, we will see you in our next video. It's gonna be kind of like a day in the life. I'm gonna either do it when Big Brian's at school, or I'll do one when Big Brian's at school because that's when I'm here by myself with them, like today. Or I'll do one, oh my goodness. And then I'll do one when we have plans to go somewhere just a whole day so I can show you guys what they're like when we're out. They're sleepy right now. When they get sleepy, they start, you can tell, when they get sleepy, they start grabbing on stuff, turning their heads, and making noises. Huh, yeah, you're sleepy. You're sleepy. So, we cut the video short. It's not short. I believe it's probably like 12, maybe 13 minutes. I'm not sure. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully that's soon. I'll update you guys on if anything new happens, like they start standing on their own. Of course, I'll record it or, you know, just put a clip up. But yes, we will see you guys in our next video. Can you say bye, Adrian? You're all on your brother's side. Okay. Bye, guys.